Hello everybody, I am in Houston, as you can see, the big trees. So I'm back home in East Texas. But I was recently in Kerrville. I was in Kerr County. I was in the areas around Ingram, Hunt, and the towns of Comfort and Center Point. All towns that were badly devastated by the flooding on 4th of July, which has almost been 2 months now. And unfortunately, the area is still in a lot of disarray. There's still a lot of destruction. There's a lot of loss of life. It's still not doing good. A lot of people still need help. And I wanted to go there to see it for myself, and I wanted to show y'all personally. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of areas I couldn't get to because there's just a lot of destruction. Also, the towns of Ingram and Hunt are completely closed off to anyone who is not a resident or has permission from Kerr County to enter the city limits. There's a checkpoint, and you either need to show your ID to show that you actually live there, or you need to have a permission slip from Kerr County to get into the towns. I think the water in the Guadalupe is still gross. It's still kind of polluted. It's still nasty. You can't really swim in it. You can't drink it, definitely. I think the people in the area still have to boil their water whenever they drink it, or use it for anything other than flushing the toilet, or showering maybe. But still, the area is not doing well. It's very sad. Of course, you cannot get anywhere near Camp Mystic. Of course, they're still cleaning that up. But it's still very sad what happened. It's still very tragic seeing the area and seeing all the beautiful tree-lined river completely destroyed, completely flattened and ruined, and the pretty clean water nasty. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I could not get into Ingram and Hunt. That's where most of the carnage is. That's where most of the death and the devastation was in those towns. So unfortunately, I could not get in there. But yeah, as I was saying, it's still, a lot of areas are still pretty bad. And I wanted to go there to show y'all for myself, see it for myself, and show y'all what it's like. So yeah, here is some of the footage I captured, and go ahead and, I don't want to say enjoy, but just, I guess watch it. Anyway, here we go. sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
River is right down there.
What?
Oh, I'm talking about. This is the bouquet I made. It's not too fancy. Simple, real flowers. I really love this picture. It reminds me of the art you see in Catholic churches of martyrs. I really like this painting. Realize this. Look at this fence over here. River is still full of E. coli, so no one's allowed to swim unless you want to get infected. These cabins, this motel, still shut down. This is the part of town that was not affected. Here's more. This is just outside Kerrville, heading towards Bandera. As you can see, the younger trees are completely snapped in half. And if you look over there, the old trees, look how thick they are. Those trees, though damaged, are still standing upright. And as tragic as it is, I think, well, the floodwater was still bad through here, but it wasn't as bad as it was upriver. I'm further downriver. I can't get upriver because that's where the heart of the horror and devastation is. So, and that area is closed off to anyone that is not authorized personnel or a local resident. So, but yeah, as you can see, down here at least, the old trees are still standing, but the young trees are completely bent over, completely knocked over. why it took so long for all the bodies to be found. You can see and understand all this trash and debris all over the place. You can hope, yeah, like imagine searching for people in all this stuff, all these trees, all this debris, and yeah, you can see why a lot of people were missing for so long. What's worse is this is usually a beautiful river. It's usually green, like not green like in a nasty way, but you know, like a greenish clear, kind of like, you know, like Emerald Beach in Florida, like, you know, Destin or Pensacola or Fort Walton in Florida. It's usually like a clear green. It's usually pretty, and now it's brown and full of E. coli and other garbage. So this just goes to show why the search process was so long and arduous, because there's so much stuff everywhere. And I think they found everybody, but I don't know if they check. I'd be shocked if they did, because there's just so much, but I don't know. I'll have to double check if they did find everybody. It does not smell nice here, I can promise you that. Oh my gosh, what is that? What? Is that a fish? That fish tried to jump in up the street. Look! Oh my gosh, it's like Alaska. Oh my gosh, this is kind of cool. The fish are trying to jump up that current like it's like salmon do in the Northwest. Look, watch. Oh my gosh! I've never seen that before. I've seen videos on, you know, sorry, there's a car behind me. I've seen that like in the Pacific Northwest and Alaska, salmon trying to jump up the river, but I've never seen that here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's a little bit bright spot in this horror that we see all around us. But yeah, okay, that was kind of cool to see. All right, I hope y'all were able to get something out of that. It's very tragic seeing all that, and still keep praying for the people. Pray for Texas, pray for the victims and the people that are still struggling to get back on their feet with all the destruction that has unfolded, unfortunately. And I will say that they are cleaning up. Everything is slowly but surely getting back to where it was. I don't know if you can say it'll ever be back to what it truly was, or always be that sadness in the air there is with other disaster sites. But yeah, that's all I can really say. But yeah, donate to the local charities. I'll post them down below. Keep praying. And yeah, as always, thank you for tuning in today to another episode of the Day Life and Adventures of Ben. And as always, thank you.